Hello and welcome to not the Onyx Poise, but rather the Legionnaire build. And I'll be honest, I've based this as historically as I can, but I've taken a few, I suppose, just small things that I've done instead of what they would have historically had. Namely, the armour covers more of the arms, I've got bracelets on, and instead of nearly nothing on the leggings, just a pair of shoes, I've got the slave knit leggings. I was going to use the deserter set, but I think it was just a little too far out. Now, I'm going to go straight into the match, but Sharp Wing Knight Spear plus 10, Refined Broadsword plus 10, the Twin Dragon Great Shield, which looks great on this, despite the fact it has not perfect physical absorption, Standard Helm, Black Iron Armour, Golden Bracelets, and Slave Knight Leggings, Clancy Ring, Prisoner's Chain, Life Ring, and Ring of Favour. Now, the build focuses on being relatively historical. The shield can be used to block quite well against generally physical builds. Like, you shouldn't over-rely on it, but you can do it. And the reason I say this is because it's 84% block rate, which is still pretty good. It isn't perfect, of course. For example, you can see there he's done just enough. But it's still well worth the investment, I feel. Cease that. Oh, this could get interesting. But yeah, I've got the shield here, and the spear. This person is an absolute potato, isn't he? Fine, finish off the broadsword. Well done. Look at that, just impaled me in chest and just fine. But yeah, it's really a build that works quite well, because it has a shield. The shield isn't perfect. I think it almost is a way to wean yourself off over-relying on a shield. The stability, however, is pretty good. Like, the stability of that shield will make you less likely to be guard broken, but because it does chip damage, it will teach you to not basically rely on the shield to stop literally everything, which is what some players do. Typically the newer players. Now, other weaknesses of this shield is, look at the elemental absorptions. Both magic and dark, which are relatively popular, elemental infusions are both rather weak on this. The stability is good though, and it's of course a great shield, so it has the great shield bash rather than the... Wait, actually, is this a great shield bash one, or is this a weapon art one? It's one of those two, that's all I know. Because there's only one unique weapon art among great shields, and am I only gonna get this map? Becky. Let me smash. Oi. Oh, what? Sword. You are confusing. Ooh. Blood ring? Very difficult to approach. Got ya? Ooh, yeah, that's a blood ring build. Either that or I'm just having the weirdest luck. Thanks for letting the cat in, by the way. I'm recording right now. Here you go. Sorry about being a bit rude. And anyway, just someone who wanted something in the room, so that's fine. Anyway, let's see. So, yeah, you can sort of see how the build works. Like, and anyway, the other fashions that I say you could consider for it is, instead of this, you can use Alva's set up here. It doesn't look half bad, but I think this is much closer. And you can also use Deserter leggings, which I've also got, but I'm not going to equip right now, because I'm currently loading into a match, aren't I? Makes it a bit difficult to change your equipment. But yeah. Ooh, Pyromancer in full laps, aren't you? Try hard? Oh. Oh, this is going to get difficult. Unless I just interrupt them over and over. Ooh. Either we have really good ping, or something else is up. Because both our hits, I think, were really no phantom range at all, and that's really rare. Yep, shield bash. Even if it had been a charge there, Fiora would have been fine. So yeah, I'm just going to keep running it. Yeah, the broadsword's range is a bit potato. But for damage for a straight sword is good. I mean, he's doing only fire damage, and this is a quality build, so he does have a few issues. I don't think you're ever going to hit me with that. He's playing passive as hell. Ooh, time to get aggressive. Roll catch, sort of. I think that was a bit of connection issues. I have got throwing knives, I'm not going to use them yet. Don't really want to be honest. You are such an annoyance to fight, because he's going to play passive as hell. Fine, we'll play passive, like you want to. I'm surprised that didn't do anything. Can't believe how annoying you have been. Just... that become quite frustrating at the end there. I'm not going to gesture unless they do. And they're regenning, I can tell. Didn't expect I would use the throwing knives, but when you encounter a person like that, it becomes quite necessary in some cases. And I don't feel like pressuring extensively when the range of the sword is about 3mm. And I will say, I was considering using the partisan instead, but it doesn't really fit in with what they historically used. The winged spear is much closer to it. The broadsword is closer to the gladius, but the Valorheart is closer. But I don't feel like using the Valorheart for a few reasons, such as the fact that, while it may look very close, it'll put a shield on my back, and I don't want a shield on my back. But yeah, I can just use whatever weapon I please. Hello. Parry tool. Okay, sword is definitely the better one here. I'm surprised that doesn't have lock frames on it. And this person really knows what they're doing. Up until that could. I am an idiot because I can't do spacing. And they thought I was gonna R1 mash. Not happening. Instead, I always use the double R1, R2 combo. I can't even speak right now, bloody hell. But yeah, R1, R1, R2. And on this, it actually has a different timing, because of the slight delay, I suppose, on the, like, little... this. It's weird. If you fully charge it, I think it goes further as well. Like, it's a bit weirder than the just general thrust. It might actually be the same timing, it's just people don't assume so. And I certainly don't think it's the same timing. But yeah, the broadsword does decent damage, but there's certainly better options. Because it just has pathetic range, and not many people like the R2s on it. So, ooh, good lord. How? Oh, it's a Moonlight Greatsword. I thought that was Gale's for a moment. And that still hit me. He's fat rolling though, okay. Yeah, the broadsword has bad range, but I can overcome it if I do things right. I am an idiot. He has enough health that he dies quite quickly. But now he's got affinity and he's gonna keep using that, I feel. That's why I have the shield. Got ya. That is a weird build you have there. Probably has no attunement, very little vit, or enough to not, you know, walk. But yeah, you can see I am a bit of an idiot myself when it comes to dealing with the Moonlight Greatsword. And I criticise people for being so easy to fall into its little trick with the weapon art, and now I'm just like, herder, let me do it. All you had to do was use it twice in a row, and I'm just like, okay, let's go. And then I nearly die. And actually, I forgot, if you haven't seen the statistics before, they're now in the lower left, considering I have the Prisoner's Chain, remove 5 from Vigour, Endurance, and Vit, if you want to replicate the build. Also, I started as Knight class. It can probably work on most classes, though, might even be more efficient on another. So, what else is there to really say about the build? I would say I'm actually quite satisfied with it, especially with the fact that if you were to take away a bit of the viability and just use a different sword and have better range, there's the weird R2, no one knows how to fight it. Roll catch with it. Well, that went surprisingly well, to be honest. The only bit of damage was the damage I took when I shield bash traded, so that was nice. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good in general. I do like how this looks. I would use a male character if I could, but I only have the female slot available, and I, you know, modify my characters into things because I don't want to delete anything. And well, if I were to say any real improvements to the build, I would say you could just consider more weapons, maybe the Follower's Javelin, for example. Or Lothric Knight Longspear, though I feel that's a bit too long for what they historically used. And here's all the other weapons that I've used in the past, so, you know. Yeah. You could probably try and use some of the spears as well. The Partisan, like I mentioned, I considered. You could try using that. Hello, Lilith. Stamina recovery. Oh! What's this? Salty? Yeah, I don't take enough damage to... Ooh. Come on. Ooh. Ooh, really aggressive. Hit yeah, he's going for the parry. Ho 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 ho. Ooh. Mistake. And also, you would have noticed there, possibly anyway. Yeah, I'm stupid like that as well. And then you can start one and probably Volt Catch. Yeah, you can, if you notice there, when I got interrupted just as I was starting up, I took massively reduced damage. Probably only about 200-ish. No, not 200-ish, about 180-ish. That is because you get a similar case to certain sword arts, well, weapon arts on straight swords, where if you do the weapon art, you gain a massive boost to your absorption. And I think briefly there, you get the exact same thing. Which is why you can take so little damage, so sometimes even if your shield bash won't hit. But if you can activate the weapon art and get reduced damage, you should always, in theory, be able to roll out of it, but it's a little trick that you could probably do to take less damage if you want, but I wouldn't say it's very good, and it's probably pretty stupid, in fact, if you were to use it like that. The shield is for allowing smaller weapons to trade with bigger weapons. Is that the Onyx Knight? Onyx Knight? Onyx Blade. That's the Storers, I think, though. That's the Storers. Okay, he's a bit laggy, isn't he? Yeah, the sword is certainly the more damaging option I have. Starts panic rolling, goes in. But yeah, I like the healthy mixture of weapons, and I'm performing quite well with it. Oh look, you did damage. But my shield exists. And I killed him with the shield. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Oh wait, that wasn't... oh well. Sorry, I have a little interruption, but they occur, I suppose. There won't be many more matches, though. The Legionnaire, though, is certainly a build I would encourage people to play about a bit with, really, if you can. It isn't a glass cannon. You got a few varieties of weapons, you could probably make a few changes. Still maintain the general look. Now, I might... Ooh, what the hell am I looking at? Magic sucks. Is that a dagger? No, that's a short sword. Not, did I just call it a short sword? Very aggressive player. Poison infused? I'm not sure what you're going for there, mate, but... okay. I mean, I was expecting to get hurt a lot more than I did there when he ran at me, but... yeah, there's a fair mixture of spear and sword on this that really makes it work, because you've still got the shields to back up your power, really, or defensive abilities. In a pinch, if you have enough stamina, you can block something for reduced damage, but it might encourage certain players to keep on wailing at your shield, because they do chip damage, but it also may be wailed upon because they think they may shield guard break you, that's all it is. If you're going to be guard broken, you either need to roll or you just have to take the damage like a man and get out of there. If you're certain of it, that is. Even if you're uncertain, I would recommend doing it most of the time. So, Lothric Knight Greatsword, Executioner Garland. Ah, aren't you an edgy one? Look at the armour set as well. It just doesn't really help him, does it? I wonder how you're going to play. Is it through just rolling attacks? Okay, sword time. Oh god, I have no stamina. But that was stupid of me, wasn't it? Ooh. Can't really get the spacing down for this weapon, and he's teleporting a bit, isn't he? What are you doing? Oh, that rolling attack is absolute potato garbage. Excuse me? To think the thing I would lose to is that. An edgy motherfucker. And also it's because I went for the running attack, and he faced past me, hit me, and now why is someone messaging me? Excuse me, I have things to do. Oh. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Fell asleep in a party last night. Yeah, I shouldn't do that, but I sort of was waiting for them, laid down, and went. It's a bit awkward, and I feel bad for it. It's a slight bit amusing, but I do feel quite bad about it. Because I shouldn't have fallen asleep on them, and I feel really bad for it. It may have been 3 in the morning, but still. But yeah, one more match, and then I'll be done for now. Yorm's meme. Brilliance, my sir. Brilliance. Ooh, if he does the unique R2s, I'll be quite happy. Ooh, this could get interesting. Yorm's meme. Exactly 1,000. I am pleased with that. But yeah, I'm very happy with that as a finisher. I'm probably going to play with this build for a bit. Not sure what I'll make next. I'm certainly not sure of that. But either way, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I shall be seeing you next time with whatever nonsense I make up next. Either way, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.